Hey guys, in this video I want to show you how I went from a complete down and out recluse, depressed, anxious and pretty much suicidal individual to traveling the world, speaking on stages in front of hundreds of people and earning a full-time income online in under 2 years. Hey guys, James Neville-Taylor here. Please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and look out for my updates. In this video, it's a very hard thing for me to share in this video, but I want to tell you how I went from a complete recluse, anxious, depressed, and no-lifer to traveling the world, speaking in front of audiences, and earning a full-time income online in under 2 years. So I want to first start off by sharing my screen, and this is a presentation that I've done in a couple of different conferences around the world, and I want to share this with you now to inspire you. I've been told from many people that it's a very inspiring story, so I hope that I can inspire you just like I've inspired many other people. So I'm going to share my screen right now. Okay, so before we go any further, I just wanted to show you the inside of my Builderall account. So I've got almost 22,000 US dollars paid out, 1,200 requested, and another 246 on hold. So I'm making around $1,000 a week with this right now. So I just wanted to show you this before we move any further, just to show you that I am making a full-time income with this. I am traveling with Builderall, and hopefully you can see my screen. So I usually start off my presentations by saying thank you to the CEO and the company that I've been working with that has helped me come so far in such a short time, and that is Builderall. If you don't know what Builderall is a big software company. It does website building, email marketing, Facebook apps, and a load of other stuff as well. So I usually start off my presentation like that. So, but I'm not here to talk about Builderall. I'm here to talk about my story and how it is, how far I've come in such a short time. So come on to the next slide. My name is James Neville-Taylor. I'm an online entrepreneur. I'm a digital marketer and an international speaker most recently. In this presentation, I want to show you how I went from a no-hope, down-and-out recluse to the Builderall nomad, traveling the world, speaking, and earning a full-time income online. Now, less than 2 years ago, I couldn't function around other people. I couldn't go out without being drunk or worse, and I was too scared to even make a post on Facebook. And if we fast forward to now, I'm earning a full-time income online with affiliate marketing and Builderall. I'm traveling the world. I've spoke in front of a lot of audiences in Italy, in Germany, in Brazil, and America. And I'm from the UK, and I'm actually hosting my own UK event in March. So I'll be speaking there as well. And I spoke in front of hundreds of people. And a couple of years ago, this was completely unimaginable to me because I couldn't even speak in front of a crowd of about 5 people. So I started Builderall in August 2017, and 7 months before that was when I first decided to get into digital marketing. Before this, I had no hope. I struggled with anxiety, depression, social phobia really badly. I'd all but given up. Literally, before this, I didn't do anything online. I didn't even think about doing anything online, and I was just wasting my life. The Builderall community has helped me overcome my anxieties, helped me overcome my fears, and it's helped me grow and evolve as a person. Before Builderall, like I said, I had no confidence. I didn't believe in myself, and I thought everyone was out to get me because it was the reality that I had lived with for so long. Before Builderall, I played a lot of computer games and I was wasting my life. And computer games kept me sane. They gave me a sense of accomplishment and they kept me grounded during my childhood and teenage years. Just to give you a bit of background about me, I suffered a lot of abuse when I was a child. I went through hell and back when I was a kid and when I was a teenager due to a lot of the things that I went through. Yeah. I played a lot of computer games, but just like an anchor, what kept me grounded and stable at one point was holding me back and dragging me along and holding me back when I was able to move forward again. Sorry, this is a little bit of a tough subject to talk about. It still makes me get a bit every now and again. So Builderall appealed at first because of the amazing value that it gave and the ability to have everything in one place. But what kept me around was the leadership of the CEO, the vision, and the community, the amazing community that has helped me and been so supportive, even when I've screwed up. And I knew that Builderall was going to be around for a long time, and I knew that I had to get involved for the long haul. So when I first started, I wanted to make a name for myself, but I couldn't even post on Facebook. I didn't have a profile picture up until probably 9-10 months after I started digital marketing. I didn't even have a profile picture up because I was so scared about showing my face. But I wanted to make a name for myself, so I started learning everything there was about to know, everything there was to know about the tools. Started answering questions on Facebook. I started actually making posts and revealing stuff about the tool and stuff like that. And I started getting great feedback from that, and that actually really helped build my confidence up. So a couple of months after that, I got asked to speak on an international summit. And I said no at first because I didn't think I could do it. I'd never spoken properly like that before, and I really didn't think I could do it. But I said no. But then I thought, in the words of Richard Branson, I said, if you're given a great opportunity and you're not sure that you can do it, say yes and then learn how to do it later. So I did exactly that. And even though I only had about 48 hours to learn everything, because that was all the notice that I was given, I did it. And but I was so nervous that I messed up. I messed up pretty big. I did the whole presentation with my microphone off. Uh, for some reason, I could still hear just a tiny little bit. I don't know why that was, but so that didn't helping me find out what was wrong at the time. But yeah, so that was a really embarrassing moment for me. It was a real big screw up, but the community was really supportive. Everyone was really supportive, and it helped me get over it. And I picked myself up and I dusted myself off, and I did a re-record that weekend. Next off was the certification, the Builderall certification program, and that was an absolutely amazing experience. But it was really tough for me again because it was tough to be on video calls, it was tough to be around people, and within I think it was 2 to 6 hours a day with up to 100 people on each call. It was really hard, but I met some of my best friends on the certification program, and some of my business partners as well. So it was definitely worth it. It was definitely worth it, and I'm really glad that I did that. And in January of 2018, I became the world's first certified partner, and everything just kept on improving since then. There's been some bumps in the road, don't get me wrong. There's always going to be bumps, but I've overcome them. And the confidence boost that came from that was really good. It boosted my confidence, and it just kind of broke down all barriers for me and gave me the belief that anything is possible. And I now co-own a successful digital agency with my partner, and yeah, earning a full-time living online. Like I said, that was literally a year after I started, after I even thought about getting into digital marketing. So yeah, it's kind of what I want to do is inspire you. In one short year, I managed to build up a good following and become one of the most renowned people within the software platform and within Builderall, and create a full-time income for myself. So it doesn't take long. I mean, there's no other professions or anything out there that I can think of where you can start from scratch, no experience, no nothing, and earn a full-time income, $5,000-10,000 a month within a year. I just don't think that's possible anywhere else. So yeah, like I said, I want to inspire you that you can do this too, and that if you can get over your fears and put yourself out there, that there's nothing you can't accomplish, and that it is possible to create a full-time income and the life that you want. Fear has two meanings. It can mean forget everything and run, or it can mean face everything and rise. Now, I choose for it to mean face everything and rise, because I've forgot everything and run before. I've completely just ran away from things in my past, and believe me, it does not feel good. You regret the things that you haven't done a lot more than the things that you have done. So if I can give you one piece of advice from this, it's face everything and rise. Never run away, because it feels really, really, really bad. So yeah, this is my this is what I usually do. Sorry, I usually say this is my so-and-so speaking engagement. It's exciting but terrifying, and it is. You never really kind of get used to the being on stage, and it is difficult, and it's really, really, really scary at the same time, no matter how many times you've done it. This is my little funny piece, but just as nervous as I was on the first summit, but at least I have someone to turn the microphone on for me this time. At least I remember to turn my own microphone on for myself this time. So yeah, moving on. But being nervous is good for two reasons. It means that you're human. If you're never nervous throughout your lifetime, I'm pretty sure you're a sociopath. Just saying. And number two, it allows you to grow out of your comfort zone. If you stay inside your comfort zone and never progress, then you're never going to reach your full potential. And that is a tragic, tragic waste. So it wasn't one single event that got me to where I am from where I was. It was a gradual progression. It was doing that. It was putting my profile picture on Facebook. It was doing that first video. It was doing the first presentation. It was doing that first speaking engagement in Italy. All of them were absolutely terrifying to me. But the first time is always the worst, and it's always just a step up, and it's amazing what you can accomplish from that first step, and what that first little step can push you to. It can push you a little bit higher and a little bit more. So yeah, I want to introduce you to a book that blew my mind. It's motivated and inspired me. It's been called the Success Bible for many, and it's an awesome book, which I'm sure many of you read. It's called Think and Grow Rich. So Think and Grow Rich was originally written in 1936 by a person called Napoleon Hill. It was orchestrated by Andrew Carnegie, the richest man alive at the time, asked Napoleon Hill to study the most successful people in the world. And Napoleon Hill studied this for 25 years, and he discovered that successful people, have 16 characteristics in common. And so do you need to be born with these traits? But you do not. No one was born with these successful traits. Every successful person developed these characteristics. They were not born with them. So that's a really interesting thing. 5 of these things are so important that I want to discuss 5 of them right now. So number 1 is a burning desire. You need a burning desire to be able to accomplish anything. If you're just nonchalantly saying, oh, I could take that, I could do that, maybe one day, blah, 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 then that is not a burning desire. You're not going to get anywhere, because you're nonchalantly just pottering around thinking maybe one day, maybe one day. So if you don't have a burning desire, you're never going to get anywhere. Second is definiteness of decision. You need to make a definite decision to go into something. Don't jump from one thing. I'm going to create a product. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Make a decision and absolutely stick to it. 3 is specialized knowledge. You have to have knowledge in your field. A general handyman doesn't get paid as much as an electrician or a plumber or a contractor, because they all have specialized knowledge which they're going to get paid for. 4th is discipline. You've got to be disciplined to show up every day. You can't just go, I'm going to do this one day, I'm going to quit, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You have to have the discipline to stick to something and show up every day. And again, is persistence. Number 5 is persistence. You have to persist through when people will think that you're going to fail and say you're going to fail. And a lot of people will. Take my word for it. A lot of people, even your closest family, even your closest relatives, will say, why are you doing this? Why are you trying? Give it up. Go get a normal job. So you've got to persevere through those moments, because if you don't have the persistence, you're going to give up and you're going to go back into how you were before. So a little bit about my story. I was sick of doing the same thing over and over again. I had a burning desire to make up for all the years that I've wasted. I didn't try 100 different things. I chose that I was going to be an affiliate marketer, and I stuck to that. I focused on Facebook marketing and Google ads when I first started. So I gained the specialized knowledge in these fields, and I stuck with it 7 months before I saw results. Most people quit after a few months, or some people even after a few weeks. And then as I was going, people doubted me. And when I started making a name for myself and I started making an income online, everyone who had doubted me before started congratulating me. So can you see how all of these success principles fit into my story? I had a burning desire to make a change and make something of myself. I made that definite decision to go into affiliate marketing and stick with it. I studied my field and gained specialized knowledge in Facebook marketing and Google ads. I had the discipline to stick with it when everyone said I should give up. And I persisted over 6 months before I started to see any results. Uh, what I want to say to you is don't give up, because it's not a simple thing to do. People make out that it's a really easy thing to do, and some people can become really successful really quickly, but you cannot think that you're going to. You've got to make a plan, stick to it, and if it doesn't work, then you've got to keep going and keep persisting. Choose a path and stick with it. If you don't, you could be running in circles for years. If I had said, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to start a course, I want to do ecom, I could have been going around in circles for years and years before I even started to see success. And you will want to quit. You will want to say some days that I don't want to do this anymore, but you've got to just keep going at it until you make something. Because what's the alternative? Go back into old habit. What's my alternative? Go back into old habits, start playing computer games again, live in a make-believe world where nothing matters. Screw that. I'm not going back to that. I'm not doing that. I'm never doing that again. I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to keep persisting until I make something of myself, no matter what. There is no other option for me. There's no other option, and I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to quit until I make it, until I get to somewhere where I'm happy and saying that I am happy with where I am. And there is not going to be a point where I'm going to be happy, because I want to inspire other people. Like I said, you will want to quit, but you need to dig deeper. It's what separates the successful from the rest. So a few tips that I want to give you is the first one: motivate yourself and discipline yourself. This is a picture of my wall where I was working last year. You can see all the pictures, all the quotes, sorry, that I collected from the books that I read. I would, if I ever found a good quote or something that meant a lot to me, I would type it out, go on Google Docs, print it out, laminate it, and stick it on my wall. And that was the wall that I woke up to every morning, and that was the TV that I worked on every day. So there was the motivation all around. Just fair warning, if you've got friends, I didn't have friends at the time, if you've got friends and they see this wall, they might think you're a bit of a weirdo. So just a bit of fair warning there. So next tip is you will focus on your mistakes far longer than anyone else. People naturally worry about themselves more than other people. So you will not have to worry about people thinking about your mistakes, because you will worry about them much, much longer than anyone else. I've been guilty of this myself, and I've worried about things much, much longer after everyone else has forgotten about them. But you just need to keep moving forward and never stop, because most people just don't care. Third is do not compare yourself to others. Everyone moves at different paces. Everyone has different starting positions. So only compare yourself to your past self, how you were a month ago, how you were a day ago, a week ago, a year ago, because that's the only real comparison that means anything. And a really hard one that I have struggled with to this day is learn to shake it off. Your failures and stuff that you do, which is not quite up to par. It's a learning experience, and people relate to your failures a lot more than they do your successes. It's only natural to want to express your successes and stuff like that, but lots of people will relate to your failures a lot more than your success. So don't be scared to showcase your failures as well as your successes. And remember that most successful people have failed more times than you have ever tried, and that you never truly fail until defeat has been accepted as a reality. So yeah, when we remove old beliefs, it's amazing what we can accomplish. Once you remove these barriers, you can truly achieve anything. The first step to this is removing toxic people, whether they be your family, mother, father, brother, sister, whoever they are. If they belittle you, if they put you down, then they have no place in your life. When I was, before I found my place, I thought everyone was out to get me because it'd been my reality for so many years. And after coming out of my shell, I'd learned that it's not true. There are more good people in the world than there are bad people. It took me almost a decade to realize this. If I could have probably realized this 5 to 7 years ago, if I'd had the courage to. So please do not waste as much time as I had making this realization, and step out and just be you, be unapologetically you. But like, yeah, I'm so thankful that I had the courage to act now, because the amazing opportunities of speaking on stage, speaking at the summit, doing everything that I've done in the last year, I could have easily turned down because of fear, doubt, and limiting beliefs. Could have easily turned down everything, but so thankful that I didn't. It would have been so easy to just turn down the opportunities, but it would have been so hard in the long run because I would have been stuck in the same place. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard, and if you do what is hard, your life will be much easier. So I want to say that you have the power. You have the power to do whatever you want to do. You have what it takes. You need some practice. You need some perfect practice. But you need to remember that people don't care about your mistakes. You will focus on your mistakes a lot longer and a lot harder than anyone else will. You need to just do it. And you need to get out there and you need to do what you want to do, because you can do it. And I know from experience, from where I was a year ago, 2 years ago, to where I am now is absolutely unfathomable. It really is. So if I can get from where I was, and I don't guarantee, but I'm betting that I was in a lot worse place than you are right now. And to go from where I was to where I am now is just mind blowing. So please do not wait, do not delay, do not wait so many years like I did to realize your full potential, and start doing something now. I cannot stress that enough. Do it now. Don't wait. Seriously, do it now. I'm not going to say that again because I sound repetitive, but seriously, just do it, because you can do it. You have what it takes. Um, just do. I cannot stress enough. So my purpose, I found a purpose now, and it's really nice to have a purpose, isn't it? I didn't have a purpose for quite a while. I didn't have a purpose for anything, and it's very nice to have a purpose again, I must say. So my purpose is to help as many people struggling with mental health issues as I can, to show them that there is a way to support themselves and overcome their fears, to help them out of the pit that they have dug for themselves, to live a life that they can be proud of, and show them there is a place that they can develop and become the best them, just like I have in the last year. I believe that there is a place that people can come to live their dreams. There's a place that people can come to be themselves, and where opportunity is all around. And I believe I know of a place where people can grow, especially the people who have struggled with things for so long. And I know how hard it is to have no hope. I know how hard it is to believe that you will never achieve anything. I know how hard it is not to be able to function in a normal job. And it's why I have such a burning desire to help, because I've been there, and I really do want to help all of the people that are still there, because I don't want them to go through all the pain that I had over the years. So there you have it. That's my presentation. That's my speech. That's my story. I have a bit more of an in-depth story, but that's my story in a nutshell, my presentation in a nutshell. I hope it can and has inspired you to take action. I hope it's inspired you to be more you, and not worry so much about what other people think of you. Because, like I say, people worry about themselves a lot more by nature, and you will worry about your mistakes a lot more than anyone else. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's inspired you a little bit. I hope it's motivated you a little bit. If you haven't already, please click that subscribe button and click the bell notifications, and keep an eye out for my next video, and I hope to see you next time.